Time to get to Louie. You know what I actually do? So, to get to Louie, what I do is I bring one of everything, okay? Like I usually do. Like how I usually play. But when I finally get to Louie, I leave to get all my so I can actually have a fresh Pikmin back. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I'll try it. Try to get there with all my Pikmin intact. But I think there's 24 different treasures in this area. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I'll probably run out of a lot of Pikmin by the time I make it. I'll try. I definitely don't think I'll be able to beat it today because of the extra treasures in this world. There's a few extra treasures here and there that I'll have to go back and get, you know? Like, take little treasures here and there that
You'll need to get to the end
I'll
or
have to
something.
get, just so I can, because to get the very, very end, you have to collect every treasures and then you blast off from the world again, you know?
Yeah.
But you've already beat the game. It's just this stuff is just
It's
the
just
extra
yeah,
stuff.
it's extra if you want more to do after beating it.
Oh shit! I forgot there's the water and fire guys. I had to get back into it. I was only gone for like an hour, 30 minutes, but geez, stopping coming back is not saying I should have done.
I like how they sing.
Yeah. Oh no!
What happened?
Stay here, guys. I gotta go all the way back.
What happened?
A few of them were left behind. You know, they didn't want to continue going with me. Hey, creature, hey.
They're blowing your Pikmin.
I know.
What a bully.
Fine. They're fast. They'll kill me.
Fine, I wanted you to kill me.
Fine. I wanted to.
Why do you think I was blowing you?
What do you think? I wanted
Phrasing? Phrasing, sir.
No, I know how I'm phrasing it. I wanted you to blow me. I mean, I was blowing you so you
I wanted you to kill me, you know? So
I was blowing you so you could kill me.
Yeah.
No, I wanted you to blow me. I mean, I wouldn't deny the proposal if you
I wouldn't
asked me, but
I wouldn't
I mean, I'm not
mind.
asking for it.
I wouldn't mind getting blown. Let's just put that out there, you know.
Just so it's there. You know. Oh, it's hypotheticals.
But do I want to be?
No.
No.
But would I decline it? No.
No. I mean, if it was on the table and you asked me,
I mean, I would
do
accept. I mean,
I would question it for a little bit, but
it's polite to accept somebody's proposal.
I would refuse in the beginning. But if you were persistent about it, I might continue. I might accept the offer.
I might.
You
I'll consider
never
it.
know. You know how I feel. You know, I could feel like
Things could start off and we could be talking and then we end up in bed with each other.
I sometimes you just don't feel like it, and then you just somehow feel like it.
We'll wake up next to each other with me grasping your ass and
It takes a little.
you'll call me babe.
It takes a little while for them to actually break death's thing down.
And then Oliver already has him killed. He's like, oh.
He's dead.
I've been talking to
Okay,
myself.
here we go.
He's like, I've been talking to myself as a ghost, huh?
So, do you think that's
Because he
that-
looks down, he sees his dead body. He's like, oh.
Of course, that little thing from all by itself is a treasure. Of course, a mushroom's a treasure.
That giant mushroom.
Yep. That giant piece of fungus. Come on. Do you hear it? Olmo.
Ho ho.
Almost like he's saying, oh my gosh, I know what this place is. this is where you throw the Pikmin up to get the little 20 stuff. I remember this. This entire place is the beginning area.
Mm-hmm.
Just reskinned to look a little bit darker. Ah, Louie's World. Perhaps you have found Louie in here. Perhaps you'll find Louie in here, and yet the CPU is on the edge. Danger ahead. The enemies lurk at the very bottom. Do you wish to enter? The courage of our true treasure? Courage is the true treasure. Not how the president sees it. The president sees us as commodities to be used for our.
We're completely complicit of being used by you, sir.
The president, though, he used me and there's 21. There's 21 treasures. The president used me and Louie to get treasures for him, to get money. I might be able to get this thing done. Let's see, because there's a few levels in this. Oh, it's the dream den. Oh no, that doesn't sound very good.
Toy World.
I gotta explore first. You know what I mean? You always gotta explore first before you can.
Yeah, to see what you need to do.
Holy crap! Look at all that.
Ladybug, bull bites. What are they called? Bull bites? Or bull boids, bull something.
Bull bites is good enough. I mean, I can't really pronounce their names anyways.
I'm surprised I remembered that much. It's bulb something.
They're a little bit stronger than normal, but I mean, strong is kind of not the right word.
Here comes the
used 'cause they're
jellyfish.
not- Shit, he ate one.
How long does it take to kill him?
This thing? You just got to throw Pikmin on him, and he falls on the ground and you're smacked in the face. He got another one. I'm not doing very well. Time to restart. I can't. I'm having a hard time. I'm actually having a hard time right now. We'll see. Okay, let's see what this one. Same event? Same event? No. Different outcome. Now it's
I like how we chilled on talking about games and movies. We talked about them too long. Now we're kind of just drained.
I am actually kind of drained. Because these stupid things right here just take everything. They suck up my Pikmin. They're kind of a pain because they're always just a pain.
It reminds me, the thing I just may bring that up again. It just reminded me of something. I'm not sure if I said it or not. Like when Max brought up how they should stop making remakes and whatever, make new IPs. Like he kept saying make new games. Like, but like he probably what he really meant was like new IPs. And I couldn't think of the word before. Like you know. So like he was saying like, and I was explaining like not something that's already established like Silent Hill or Resident Evil, but something new, like start a new franchise, like or just start a new game which could turn into a franchise, you know, because franchises are built off of individual games, and if people want a sequel and it becomes a franchise, you know.
Especially since.
But it just seems like nowadays, like within the last like 10 years, everybody's just too afraid to make new franchises. So they're playing the safe bet of just either continuing the franchise, right, or making remakes. So they're just making remakes or sequels, you know.
But I explained
games and movies and shows. Haven't you noticed that? Like last 10 years, it's just been all remakes, sequels, and nothing really new.
You see, I can agree with that if the thing's already done with. You know what I mean? So, for example, if the story got wrapped up, don't continue on with it.
That was the whole point that he was saying, and I do agree agree with that to an extent because like some of these series like sure like people will always want more games from it because it's such a unique franchise. Like you could always end up with another game, like such as Resident Evil. I could always see them making another one. But like with Assassin's Creed, they milked it so hard by releasing one every year that like people stopped caring.
You see, because I also asked him, what about games that didn't end? For example, when in Dragon Age, the last one didn't end it. There was still stuff
Yeah,
in it
and then when
that
you-
needed to be
and then-
needed to be wrapped
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
And,
and
he
then-
said he said that doesn't matter, just end it. I'm like, I don't agree with that.
Well, no, but when you said that, I was also I was mentioning how like some series just all of a sudden ended at a point where like it wasn't ended, but then they just stopped, and never made another one, which never made any sense to me. But yeah, but he was just basically going off just. He wants to see new things and not just like the same things all the
You
time.
see, because I can agree with that, but
Because I do agree that a lot of these things have been being milked too long, like sequels and remakes, and then half the time the remakes just suck ass.
But
because
it's funny because the
were
games that
trying to
I
go off
like,
of, whatever.
haven't been milked that much.
But then there's some of the games or movies or shows, right, where they do it right with like the remakes or sequels, where it's like I'm fine with it, but at the same time you kind of have that little feeling like. When is the series ever gonna end? Like because Naruto, like when it ended, right? It still had so much hype and whatnot, and it was wrapped up, right? That they made a movie, so they had the Naruto movie when he's an adult, right?
Yeah.
And then they turned it. So then they ended up with another movie,
Oh,
Which-
Nintendo 64.
which that second movie, yeah. Nintendo 64 pencil. Which that second movie ended up being part of the Boruto show. Because like, oh, people still want to watch Naruto? Okay, we'll create Boruto. The manga, I hear, is fine with Boruto, but the show, nobody likes, really.
Really? Huh. Well, I heard the same thing.
Because,
No one
and the
likes
only
show.
reason why the show is still going is because Japan likes the show. Because it's like a slice of life, and they kind of like it for whatever reason, so... And that's why most people don't like Boruto, because it went from Naruto, which had a continuous plot and whatnot, and the Boruto manga still is, so Boruto's kind of like the manga is a continuation of how Naruto is supposed to be, but then the anime of Boruto is just eh.
Yeah.
That's what the point that like with like the milking a franchise with sequels and whatnot, where like it gets to a point like this isn't even the original thing anymore. You know,
See-
it gets to that point where it's like just stop.
You see, because I liked.
Because like some of these things, it's better off ending at like where it is instead of living too long to not be what it was.
I liked. Okay, so I always loved Mass Effect. When Mass Effect 3 came out and ended, I was like, fine.